And we have a little tournament going on today. And I thought I'd go check it out and check out the people that are part of this. So right now, Splinterlands has created an account called sps.tournaments, and it has created quite a number of tournaments. These all go in line with the white paper. So over the next 2 weeks or so, there's $517,000 worth of prizes up for grabs. And it's not exactly this, the amount, the dollar value of SPS moves up and down, and so I can't give you like an exact number, but something in that range is now the rough new normal. As SPS goes up in price, these tournament prizes get larger and larger. And anyways, so I created this one, Fight for My Amusement. Really, I just thought that we don't have enough people streaming this, and I want to do more of that. I don't know how much I'll be able to do because life's a little busy these days. I don't know if you know that about what we're doing. But anyways, so there's a tournament here, and the tournament's going to go in for a little while. So, we can go check in at the beginning here. So I guess first off, let me talk about the tournament and the format itself. So here are the details. There were 155 accounts that entered this tournament, and in order to fight in this, you had to stake 10,000 SPS. So that means you need, I don't know, $5,000, $6,000, depending on when you bought them, to even be able to enter this. And generally, going forward, the tournaments are set up so that, like, if I grab one of these, here's a League of Champions. So if I hop into this, the prize pool, if you add up all of this, is 33,500 as the prize pool. Well, the rule then became, look, if you want to be able to participate in this, you have to stake 33,500. So, it's a mixed bag, right? So the beauty of this is that really only the people that are staking the token have access, and not everybody does. And that's part of the design. Next up, we have this collection power requirement. So every single card in the game can be burned for dark energy crystals, which is our in-game cryptocurrency here. And so if you add up how much each one of your cards is worth and can be burned for, you'll get to understand how much power it is. So to enter this tournament, you need 170,000 worth of collection power to be able to enter into this match or into this tournament. So those are kind of the two requirements, and if you have those, then it only costs you 10 DEC, which is like a penny or something. But obviously, it costs a fair amount of money. You're not charged. It's just you have to own a certain amount of stuff before you're able to enter into this tournament. So that's what that's looking like. So I kind of wanted to go walk through, some of these battles. I don't know if I want to do any of those ones. So this is Gank and Mellow Fellow. These are two pretty talented players. Looks like Mellow Fellow fled, or maybe they both kind of had issues there. And then Gank won in the second one, and that's all it took for that. Yikes, that was super loud. Okay, so I like the little Chaos Legion background here. Let me try to refresh this one. There was something weird that happened. So this is Quidruff. Quidruff has the piercing ability, so all the monsters out there get piercing. And this is Yoden-Zaku. Yoden-Zaku is a pretty powerful summoner. All the monsters get +1 range. All the monsters get +1 health. And the thing that makes it go full beast mode is all friendly monsters receive the blast ability. So you can see here's a ranged, here's a ranged, here's a ranged, here's a range. All of those are going to get +1 attack in just a second. And these guys are going to get piercing. So that's so loud. So we're going to see what happens here in just a moment. So the way that these battles start is, the monster or the summoners will provide buffs to the monster. And then after that, the monsters provide buffs to the monster. And then fighting. And fighting in this game, it's a little bit weird, and it's probably not what you're used to, but it's automatic. And that automated version of the fighting is done on purpose because we don't want these to be, super long battles. We want them to go pretty quickly. And the goal was not to have it be to sit here, I play, you play, I play, you play. I know a lot of these card games do that, but that's not what we wanted. And all right, so when these battles are formed, first you find out who your opponent is, then you find out the rules, and in this rule set, it's reverse speed and it is explosive weaponry, meaning all the monsters have blast. So actually, I like Gank's move here, where he's going with the Quid Rough to give everybody piercing, because all of his monsters already have blast, and what Mellow Fellow did wasn't actually necessary, because the biggest bonus that Yonin provides you is that all the friendly monsters get blast, but that was already part of the rule set, so it wasn't even really necessary. You can see there's a couple of these cards that are higher level. So like this is one of the newer rewards cards. This is the lava launcher, and honestly, I think he kind of put this thing out of place a little bit. Maybe he was just trying to protect the back line, not really certain. But lava launcher has the ability to shoot from close range. So it gets close range, and then it also gets stun. So, leaving this in the back doesn't always make sense, because, you want the cards that, when you have like a ranged attack, you typically want them in kind of the last position to make sure that they can continue to fight all throughout the match. Well, that's not quite the same as what you're going to do with a lava launcher. You're going to be pretty happy to go have them in some of these alternate positions. But now it's looking a little grim here for Gank. So it seems like he can get this guy killed. There's one, and is it enough damage to kill them both? So we'll see. If he hits. Oh, he's got shield. Oh man, that's rough. This thing really came down. Oh no, he gets it. So the ranged attack monsters can't attack in like the front position, except this one, because he's got the close range. So that lava launcher like really came through for him, and Gank pulled it off in that first round. All right, so that's like one of these first round battles. Who are some of the other guys that I'm used to seeing? Here's a 3-round match. This is a Moriarty versus JR Vacation, and we can go watch this thing. Oops, let me go refresh this. Something didn't come out right. So Moriarty and JR Vacation. So this is the Byzantine Kitty. It lets you summon some of the dragon cards. All of its attacks, any monster attacking will automatically hit, and you get this nice heal. So when you have a card that's like Lord Arianthus, that can just act as a giant meat shield no matter what happens, it's a fun card, because every single time that he's getting attacked, he's not taking that much damage because of shield, and he's not taking that much damage because of void. He has a fair amount of health. So if you run through and you are healing him, and also getting the repair on him through the armor smith, he has a good chance of just never dying. Now this is actually one of these rule sets that I love. The Silver Shield Knight. The Silver Shield Knight, usually it's a big monocost card, and it doesn't really get you a whole lot, because it's just sitting there and it doesn't have reach and it can't attack from these different positions. So it really doesn't do much, and that's kind of infuriating. But in a couple of these rule sets, like this one, where it's super sneak and all melee attack monsters have the sneak ability, it's a great card, because it goes out there and can attack from any of these positions. And then you're using all these special abilities, like it's never missing, it has piercing, it has trample. Um, and the other thing that I'm enjoying seeing is that Moriarty protected the back line, especially with this super sneak ability with the cockatrice. So any monster that's attacking has melee attack, and he knew that was coming. So he put this cockatrice in the back, and it's an 8 speed. I mean, this thing has the living lava. The difference in speed between these two is like 7, which means you have a 70% chance to miss. It wasn't flying, so you get another 25% chance to miss. And then you have the dodge, and that's another 25% chance to miss. And it's never going to get hit. So I don't know. Just generally speaking, things are looking pretty freaking grim for this one lone living lava that's left between the heals, the cleanse, the second heal, and the truth seeker. There's these thorns, and I think it's really just a matter of time till everybody's going to come in and attack. They'll all take some damage, but there's enough damage here to go make sure that the living lava dies, and if it gets one more attack like it does now, hits Lord Arianthus, gets a little blast, and it gets thorns, so it dies in the process. And that's how these matches go. And so that was the death of JR Vacation. But this is in these tournaments, you actually have multiple chances to play here, so it's not all just immediate death. You get another shot, and it looks like that fourth round is coming in. So let me go. I want to go back to this. To these matches. So here's JR Vacation. Let's go look at what happens here. I'm getting random people messaging me. All right, so Living Lava is a great tank against melee or melee, but this looks like there's a fair amount of magic. So he's going to go take some magic to the face, and we'll see how well he survives that. And Lord Arianthus is just a generally good tank, so hard to ever get rid of him. So both of these monsters will be able to go before the round even really starts. But fortunately, he's at 9 health, so it's going to take 2 rounds of magic to kill that living lava. So we'll see. I do know ahead of time who's going to win and lose these, but I quickly forget. But there you go. All right, that's an 11 speed eel. They don't all have the enrage ability, or they normally don't. But that's one of these rule sets. So that eel was at 11 speed. That guy's pretty hard to hit. So that was a pretty lucky strike by the Serpentine Spy here. We're gonna keep poking through. It's fun seeing all these enraged monsters, because then their attack is so high, their everything's up there. But it does look like JR Vacation's in a little bit of trouble here. See, if they had been able to have one more magic, so if they had replaced their pirate archer with somebody else, then the living lava would be dead right now. But instead, he's not dead, and there's a bunch of these big dudes that are still able to bring quite a bit of damage over there. So there goes the pirate archer. He's dead. The ice pixie goes first. So then what happens? So the ruler of the sea should be able to go kill the flame monkey. And will the flame monkey make it to this heal? It's a little bit in question. I'm not entirely certain. The thorns are going to take that down. So then we get only that health, and it kills the monster, goes on to the blast. So there's still 2 pretty mean dudes in the background. This one has opportunity and will attack who's ever kind of the easiest target to hit, which in this case I think is going to be Lord Arianthus. And that didn't quite kill him. There's still blast coming. And I think this attack will kill him. Yep, there you go. So we're getting into a bit of the danger zone here. But I think the magic pulls it off. So there's that one dead. There's that. I think magic is going to be able to go hold the day here. So it can't attack because it's in first position, so it dies. It kills the crustacean king, and then the ruler of the seas gets to go, and with magic to the face, takes Moriarty out. And you'll notice that there's a nice little graphic in the background. This is Chaos Cometh. That's the next edition of cards, and those things are due out pretty soon. I think it's the 18th or so. So we got about 2 more weeks before we get there. All right, let's go watch the third one of the JR Vacation battle and see where this takes us. And I don't know why they keep showing up like this. They're a little bit wonky. There we go. That's better. So you don't really see Mimosa in here, but Mimosa's fun if you're expecting to go up against Magic. She's a phenomenal tank. This combo right here is my favorite combo in the game. It's just so powerful. The healing from the Corrupted Pegasus keeps your Lord of Darkness alive. As long as they're not facing Magic, that tends to be pretty good. Let's see. I don't know if the players are messaging me anywhere. I'm checking out Mavericks. People are fighting in the tournaments. They're arguing with each other. All right, yeah. So JR Vacation has a couple resurrections in here too. So yeah, so look at that. First thing that happens, you get to retaliate. So that's pretty good. You have the Dark Khan like soaking up magic damage back there. That's pretty fun. You get all these stuns from the Lord of Darkness, and if anybody else tries to attack him, then that can be a lot of damage. Boom! Ow! That hurts. That's a big hit. When the sandworm comes a coming, you know, thing's brutal. Yeah, just White's healing ability is just, you know, unparalleled. And you get the blast on the High Priest Arius. Now the armor's gone. You start taking a bit more damage here, but I guess it looks like they don't have enough magic damage to kind of take him down. And the White is going to just start plowing through this back line. So repair, heal, and cleanse. The shield bearer was just able to really like pull through, not take, or not die. You know, like although now Lord of Darkness is enraged. When the Lord of Darkness is enraged, that's getting up there in damage. But even still, I mean, you gotta cut through this armor every time. It looks like Moriarty's toast. It looks like Moriarty was anticipating more of a magic-based team, and that's not what JR Vacation did. Yeah, there you go. So big attacks, but the armors, the repairs, this is what the life team does. It's just, you know, it's basically impossible to bring you down. Oh, and the stun comes off because of the cleanse, the heals. Like there's just, it looks like it was a little bit too much for them to deal with. And just could never bring enough. You know, if they had done a bit more magic damage themselves, which is what they planned for, then they might have survived this. But this looks basically like, it's not entirely a flawless victory, but that's about as close as it gets to a flawless victory. Yeah, and now all these heals. Yeah, you just never killed, just couldn't kill the shield bearer. Just not enough magic. All these heals come back, and he just stuck around. So this match is basically over. I'm gonna go skip this one, and it looks like Moriarty's toast. So, there's a big strategy to all this, and it's usually, it's like anything in sports ball, you got to keep your guys alive and you got to kill the bad guy. So look, here's Yasik in round 4. It's always good to watch Yasik, so let's go check a Yasik match here. So Yasik is rocking Valnamore and going for the extra magic damage. And first thing first is rocking Byzantine Kitty. Now look at all these bonuses that this freaking Robo Dragon Knight has. Void, so the magic damage is cut in half. Divine Shield will ignore the first hit. Piercing, so that it cuts through armor. Return Fire, if there is any. Magic Reflect. I think, look at how much magic the Yasik's team is rocking. So that Magic Reflect is gonna hurt quite a bit. It has Blast, which looks like it's part of the rule set, and then True Strike. So that Robo Dragon Knight looks like a really good call for the all magic lineup, because it's going to cut it in half, but it's going to send a lot back. But Yasik really went double down on the magic. I like seeing that. Just like if you're gonna go do something, you might as well. Like if you're committing to it, it's good to commit hard. But it's fun to watch that. Now it's also great to see the enraged Kraken. That's not what you're gonna want there. That's terrifying. Yeah, I didn't get to design all these cards, but I did design the Kraken. And I'm pretty proud of that design. Yeah. So I might have to speed this up one more. It's going a little bit slow for me. Stun is no fun on the Kraken because I was really looking forward to it destroying everything. You're seeing some blasts, you're seeing some reflects. Oh, that's a big hit from the Sandworm. And will it bring it down? It's got that 1 health remaining. And I think that's it. I was wondering why there was no healing anywhere in the map, but it's a no heal map, so that's why. Boom. Yeah, it was slowing down, I think, because there's just so many abilities and buffs that were on that monster that it was hard to know what to do. Oh, those are big blasts too when you get to the Dragon Jumper. Yeah. Well, I think his choice of Robo Dragon Knight was basically the thing that determined this match overall. Yasik really went hardcore magic, and first things first was prepared for it. So that Robo Dragon Knight was just brutal. All right, let's see if that's the same thing here. Yeah, Yasik got knocked out here. So let's go see what happened. And it's a little unfortunate that you can see what happens in the matches. I should be doing this off on one screen and then putting another one on. But that's not the way that we do it. All right, so magic first magic. Rule of the Seas, good. Here's some healing, and there's a triage. Up close and personal, everybody's got 16 health, 15 health. That's awesome. That's pretty fun. Yeah, it's like, let's go put the Kraken in. With like the biggest dudes we can, so that everybody has max health. Yeah, I can't look at this and just automatically know who's going to win this. Yeah, it's too bad for that. I don't know, because he got his attack. Now they retaliate. That was a lucky hit. Oh, but another retaliate. These guys can just keep going back and forth like that for a little while. And it's fun to see the big tanks just duking it out. Now, bottom, first things first, has 2 heals sitting on the Kraken there. So the top definitely has 1 heal through the Albatross, but getting 2 heals with both the Crustacean King and then the Tortoise in Chief. And I do like seeing the heels kind of spaced apart too. You know, there's a retaliate. Oh, and that retaliate's enough to kill. The retaliate back should hit as well. So that's a lot of death and mayhem right there as the Krakens duke it out. That should be enough to kill that Kraken. And then these two, what are these? Prismatic energies. These two prismatic energies are going to present a fair amount of problems for both teams because nearly everybody remaining is just magic damage. So there's going to be a lot of reflecting. They will have to reflect on the choices that they made here, if you know what I mean. I'm going to go speed this up a little bit just so we can get more of these magic attacks in. But I think ultimately the couple of heals that are going on, the two heals on the prismatic energy versus just the one heal is going to make a pretty big difference. Because I think they're out damaging the heal, right? So that does 2 damage. That does 0. The Tortoisin does 2 damage, so that's 4 total. And then 5, 6 from the other, from First Things First, Prismatic Energy. So yeah, these high health ones can go on for a little while. They'll just keep blasting each other, but it looks like it's hovering down there at pretty low health. And then if I guess this thing will likely never hit because that's a 5-speed difference. So it has like a 50% chance of not hitting. But I do think that it's slowly ticking down. Sitting there at the 6 health and with a couple big hits and a reflector too, that's going to be enough to bring this thing down. If that hits, it'll die. That was a pretty lucky hit, and now it died. And now, First Thing First should start like plowing through their opponent because there's nothing that's really here protecting this front line. There's no void. There's no nothing. So it's all just magic damage to the face. So that's enough to take her out, and then we're gonna go down the line. So the Spirit Miner will catch a couple of heals, but you can't, there's all this magic coming in and you just can't block the magic. And especially with the heals. So getting the heals on these guys for 5 on the Prismatic Energy. So it's 10 health per round. You can just count up the magic damage. They can only do 7 per round. And so this is getting a little grim. You're gonna go 1 or 2 more hits and he's dead. Boom. And then the Albatross is just a sit and duck, no attack. It's just there for a little bit of a neat shield, some extra heals if need be, but it's just gonna take it to the face and die. So don't always get to see Osik knocked out that quickly, but and yet there we are. Okay, what else do I want to do? I kind of want to go back to some of these other round 4 matches. Hossein BD, he's pretty talented, so let's go into here. We're going to go replay this. I want to replay this. I'll just hit restart or refresh here. So you have Prince Renyan. Prince Renyan is coming with the extra ranged attack, the extra speed, and the extra health. And this is the Elven Defender. So it's kind of like the Shield Bearer, but it's like the neutral version. It's not quite as good. I wonder if this is a healed out rule set. No, I don't think so. But Lewis 88 doesn't really have any healing. So if I had to guess who wins this, it's going to be Hossein, just because, if you're in these big matches and you bring no healing, you're gonna have a rough day. Now, I see he's going a fair amount with the melee, right? I'm not sure that I was anticipating melee. I guess he was anticipating a lot of ranged from Lewis, and he guessed right. So Lear is going to be helping with this, like return fire over and over again, because every time that they shoot stuff at him, um, there's going to be return fires. I guess it's every time that they're hit. How does this work? Yeah, all monsters receive return fire. And then when hit with a ranged attack, monsters return fire back to the attacker. So I like this play. I mean, Hossein must have thought, or maybe knew a little bit of the play style of Lewis, and so made the call to go with Lear. And you know, I think Lear is going to make the majority of the difference in the match, but secondarily the other piece here is just the lack of healing. I mean, there was no healing on the bottom team, and you know, green has a fair amount of healing, so there's no reason why it shouldn't be in there. Oh, I'm looking forward to seeing this the cube heal. It's a big cube, so when its turn comes around, it'll heal up, and yeah, let's see, look, that's a big heal. So you know, you're gonna have a hard time out damaging that. You know, I know he went for a team with a lot of range, and then Hossein countered it, and we're gonna speed this up because at this point it's all just academic, because Hossein has pretty clearly knocked him out. So one or two more rounds should do it, and there's barely going to be any damage, you know, put onto these guys. If anything, they're going to heal up to max, like you're seeing the cube is at max health. So there we go. So I'm looking forward to seeing this worm hit. Boom, worm for 7, taking that to the face. That's brutal. Hard to handle that. All right, what other battles do we have here? We can watch the second one. So it's Zaku versus Zaku. We see some range and some health and the blast ability. We see a chicken up front. It looks like a low monocap match. So maybe it's in the like 16, 17 range, 21. So I was a little bit off. So we're going to get a chicken kill. Chicken seems to just be a way to go feed the Antminer at least one. I like the flame monkey, getting the repairs on there. Because the tower griffin has given everybody some armor. So now, you know, there's not a lot of like healing that's on the red team. There's a little with like one of the beetle queen. She's got some heals, but that is certainly a weakness of the red team, is that like if you're in a long battle with the red team, there's a pretty good chance that you're going to beat it, just because they don't have a lot of survivability. You know, they do a lot of damage output. Like the red can pump damage, but if you can weather it, I don't know. That's a big question. Antminer gets a kill. There's still a little bit of blast. All right. Another little health bump there. Ooh, Spark Pixie. That's a little bit lucky that they go first, although not. I don't think it's going to change the match much here. Other Spark Pixie should be able to go. That takes care of the armor. That's a lucky stun. You get some blast damage. And killing the monkey was good, because now this flame imp doesn't get to attack. So that's one attack knocked out, and then it's also a speed knocked out for everybody. So now these guys are all like just a little bit incrementally faster. Oh, but it's up close and personal, so it does get to attack. But they're running out of dudes. They're looking a little grim for Lewis here. And I do like this Antminer. Like the Antminer just kind of ticking away at health. You know, should have been dead a round or two ago, but it keeps getting the scavenge. It takes one or two more hits every so often. Here's another one. So now it goes up one more health. And it just seems to keep plugging away. It's a pretty good card for not that much. Pretty good card for not that much like mana cost. You know, it's a good tank. I like it. Yeah, unfortunately those spark pixies are going to take forever to kill. The flying, the dodge. That one's it's a good card. Battles. Looks like there's some. Oh, are we into round 6? Yeah, we're into round 6. Let's go check out this. So we already know that JR Vacation moves forward. So, oh, it's a draw. I guess this is a long ass Lumbacron match. Hydra. Cube. All right, we know it goes long, so I'm just gonna make this thing go fast. Noxious Fumes. Yeah, sometimes rocking the card that has the immune to negative status effects is pretty good here. I wonder if this just gets to it's gonna be like cube versus cube is the end, and that's why they draw. So everybody dies. I do like the Hydra here. That's a good play. Kind of has some pretty good survivability. Yeah. So it's going to be. It looks like because they put the cubes. Each team put the cube all the way at the back. So neither will be attacking each other. They just keep scavenging up. Oh, and it lives one more turn, or at least the reflect. Oh, it has magic reflect. Everybody's dying. Everybody's dying. Magic reflect is fun there. I like seeing the 20 health. Oh, there goes your Spirit of the Forest. Although the Spirit of the Forest can heal, there's really just one attack. I guess there's 2 attacks going off here. So, but the Spirit of the Forest can heal itself too. So I think we're going to go see a lot of rounds like this where everybody just heals. There's not a lot of damage that goes out. We're going to go keep ticking this up because the heals are outpacing everything else. You know, it's going to keep guys from healing completely. The cleanses are keeping these guys from really taking all that much from the noxious fumes for the tanks up front. But I think I don't quite know how this works. Maybe when we get into round 20 and beyond, the fatigue starts kicking in. I guess everybody other than the cubes will die. And it's just going to be like a mega cube match. And I think that's what it is, but I can't make it go any faster than this. So we're just going to have to sit here and watch for a moment as the teams go. So I'm just going to fiddle a bit with highlighters is technically what I have. A couple little highlighters. I'll fidget with those. They don't make too much noise. And it's just kind of this like weird poison factory kind of draw. And then in 2 more rounds, that's when we're going to get the in 2 more rounds, that's when the what do they call it? Fatigue starts kicking in. So after round 20, everybody starts taking a little bit of extra damage. So this round should go from 13 up to 19 in the little yellow numbers down there. Yeah, because now they're all going to start taking 1 fatigue damage too. So they can heal through a fatigue damage or two. It shouldn't change the match all that much. But then we're going to start getting into more fatigue damage, and we'll start seeing who dies first. I think it'll be the tree, the earth elemental, and I think it'll be the spirit of the forest too. I'm a little bit surprised to see the eyeball dying that much, but I guess that's what happens next. So maybe you get to the cube. It's just heals and fatigue. That dies. Last stand, so now that heals like crazy. The cleanse and all that. That should be enough to kill that. 36, 37, 31, heal. Yeah, and now it's just cube versus cube. So how much health? It gets 8. So this is gonna go into like round 40 or 50 or something. Just infinite wheels of this. Because it can heal for how much? They heal for 12. So now we're finally into the rounds where it starts taking away the health. 17 damage. Yep, 18, and then they both die here. Oh, that scavenge. That's funny. That could have made a difference. All right, hold on. I'm gonna go JR Vacation versus Psy Guy. Let's go check out one of these. Psy Guy has one of the nastiest decks in the game, so that's worth checking out. He's rocking Byzantine Kitty. JR Vacation is rocking Yon Zaku. I like the Serpentine Soldier. That's a fun card. And in fact, it's going to be a great counter to Exploding Dwarf, although not in the rule set that we're in. In the rule set that we're in, with the equal health. I like these Flame Monkeys in there. Speed's going to help. There's a lot of similarities between these teams. It's a slightly different tank. I like the slow coming in off the Goblin Shaman. Goblin Shaman is like one of my favorite cards. That thing is an alpha edition. So nice work rocking old school cards there. There's the Thorns, takes that down. Yeah, he's got no like shield or anything. So if these things can hit, oh, that's a good stun. Good blast, will take the armor off. Armor comes back thanks to the Flame Monkey. That's a pretty fortunate hit. Not automatic or whatever, but pretty fortunate. Oh, poison. That poison will have a lasting impact, I imagine. A couple more rounds. Flame Monkey. Flame Monkey did his job. He just needed that one more damage. And he makes it. Yeah. So now that's going to be one of the first things that happens. You get the heal. It's not a big heal. Where'd that stun come from? Ooh. It's a little bit brutal here. And the magic was handy. Miss. Oh, and that armor comes back. That's a big thing for Psy Guy there. JR Vacation looks like he's starting to be in some trouble now. Yeah, these misses are not good. Maybe Spark Pixies can hit. He needs more damage to kind of finish off the Exploding Dwarf. But I'm not sure that it's going to happen now because he's running out of attacks. And this is looking a little grim. The Flame Monkey still gets to go. If this hits, all right, that was a big hit. He really needed that hit to come through in order to have any kind of shot at this. Boom. The poison was pretty handy. The Flame Monkey can sort of armor himself back up. Not a lot of magic. Yeah, I guess they were thinking like, oh, with Equalizer, it doesn't really make a lot of sense to go magic because everybody has so much health. Spark Pixie's dead. That's a lot of damage gone. Armor's back. Boom. Oh, that was weird. Did he not? Okay, that's the armor himself. Move. 2. Blast for the 1. Oh, they don't have blast up top. That's what I'm saying. All right. Oh. He's so close to dead. That'll kill him. I think, I guess Air Vacation pulls this off. He was looking a little grim to me for a bit there. Now it's these 3 dudes, 3 versus 2. And if they can kill the flame monkey, then the flame monkey doesn't have. If they can kill the flame monkey, or I'm sorry, what is this? The Tower Griffin doesn't have any attack that they can do. So this will take a couple more rounds to kind of like heal him back up. They don't really get to take him out. I'm a bit surprised that yeah, I guess the Tower Griffin dies next, and that's right here from the blast. All right, I'm gonna speed up a little bit. I don't know. Oh, that's just this hit. He's dead. Side guy goes down. Sorry, side guy. And we're in the final round. I haven't even watched any of these yet. All right, I want to keep going. Yeah, I don't think I've watched any of the match 5 ones, so we'll keep popping around. I got about another hour to go here. So here's Dale and Psy Populi. So let's go look at what happens over here. Dale's rocking Jotun. Psy goes with the Chancius. Chancius has Repair, has Triage, which means that he's healing the back line, and he has Resurrect. So we've seen how much synergy there is between Chancius and this Shield Bearer. He's just a beast to try to bring down. And he really knows how to support him, right? Because there's going to be 1 repair, here's a 2nd repair, and a heal, right? So this is Operation Don't Let the Shield Bearer Die. Now, I don't know how I feel about the positioning here of the Silver Shield Assassin. I really want that assassin to live, but it might not have a chance to do that. It might die before it gets its 2 attacks off. Yeah, it looks like it's toast. So that was a bit of a waste there. And oh, but you get the Resurrect. So now the question is, are the backline attacks enough to go bring these guys down? Boom, it's still alive. Return fire kills that one. So now you have the Silver Shield Assassin should be attacking soon here. I guess there's not another Resurrect in here, it's just the one. Sometimes you have the Angel of Light, sometimes you have a couple other cards that can be doing this as well. Oh, and there's the Triage, that's pretty handy, keeps it alive. But I think it's dead. Because yeah, that'll knock it out. The blast from Yozaku is tough to keep tabs with. 2, all right, there's 1 kill. And unfortunately, the Elven Cutthroat doesn't have enough attack to go finish the job on the Silver Shield, or the Serpentine Spy, or the Serpentine, what is the Serpentine? Yeah, Serpentine Spy. Oh, it's good to see it manages to live for a little bit longer. Now that blast goes down again. The Living Lava is sort of like a weird move. I guess it's just there to soak up damage or something in that 2nd position. And now it's going to start doing it. There's 1 Thorns. Miss. Miss. Yeah, the Serpentine Spy is pretty hard to hit. More armor. Another heal. I think you can lose your Truth Seeker, and that'll be okay. The damage keeps coming down. Those Thorns are pretty useful. extra armor. Yeah, you don't, there's not a lot of hits here. And who's the get the heal? That's unfortunate that I went to the, that I went there. All right, 2 damage for that one. And then this is the last attack from the elf. And then we'll have to see where, yeah, they'll never like hit. Because that dodge, the speed difference, the dodge, they never hit. We'll see. I think we're going to end up in some fatigue rounds here. I mean, you just can't. You're just sort of hoping that your shield bearer eventually hits, because nothing else is really going to happen. And they'll just keep moving until it pops, and there, that kills that, and that's the end of that. Yeah, so that's you don't always see white team killing red team, but that's what I'm saying is that if you can keep your team alive, then that's pretty excellent. You know, that's how you beat red. You just like stay alive, and if you stay alive, you can smoke them because they really just don't have any sustainability. They just have a lot of DPS. All right, let's go. We'll watch one of these matches here. Replay this. Oops. That's our first hour down or so. You might should be watching on Twitter or something to see if you guys are providing any feedback. But I'm not quite set up for all that yet. I'm just kind of getting started here. So I do like this. It seems like it's not going to help all that much. But Mylor is usually pretty fun. Mylor adds thorns to everybody, but as you can see, it won't really matter because no attack, ranged attack, magic attack, ranged attack. I see the 14. So like I kind of like this move for Xander because he takes no mana to use, but you get some affliction. There's a heal, but there's not heal and triage here. And she's immune to status effects. That's the immunity. All right, well, now you have a tank that can just kind of infinitely heal. I can see Tao getting the other channel, just trying to, he's in the winning spot and he's trying to make some cuts of who gets to win, who gets to walk away. That dude's pretty funny. Always trying to wheel and deal, make the plan. Boom. Damage. Oh, it makes it. It's still alive. And the close range is handy there. Where is the why is his attack down by 1? What's that? Oh, he got Halfling Alchemist. That's why. Redemption popped off, but everybody's still alive. Pop. Oh, that's a big hit. Oh, because she doesn't have any. She didn't have. All right, so that's this ability. Oppress does double damage when attacking an enemy that has no attacks. So she just got like wasted to the face. 3, carry the 1. Yeah, Myler's really not doing anything here. Kill, boom. That's a 3. This will kill for 1. The heal killed that one. And a little bit of this, I think, comes down to luck. Boom. 3, 2. It gets to attack. 3, 2. Now, which one goes first? This one went first, so it healed. So that was like super, super unfortunate for Zod Dragon. Because if it had gone first, it would have. Oh, but I guess it's okay. To the face here, they're both at 1, so whoever starts around, I think, wins. Yeah, JR Vacation wins. That's like a little bit of an ugly win there, because that's a touch of a coin flip situation. And I mean, it's okay to win that way, but you don't want most of what you do there to be that. Let's go watch this third one from JR Vacation. Let's restart this, refresh. Nice to see Cryptmancer. Cryptmancer is great. JR Vacation going with Rotwell here. So what am I seeing? So here's a sneak, here's a snipe, that's a tank, here's a sneak, and then here's like a backup. Like that's their main tank. Yeah, I mean, I'm much more scared of the Onyx Sentinel than I am of this little this Skeletal Warrior. But that Skeletal Warrior is great for like, oh, that's gonna kill him, and that's also gonna kill him. Oh no, Divine Shield, Divine Shield saved his butt. All right, who else do we have here? 0/0 reflect. 1 damage, now he dies, and now this runs through and kills like a whole bunch of the Zod Dragon team. Kills him, and this Knight dude is dead in the next round. The Enchanted Defender. Magic went up a little bit. Health goes up a little bit. Yeah. I mean, that Onyx Defender, he's a bit of a beast. But also just like everybody that Zod Dragon had such low health in this. So like when you're doing low health, it's fine, but you probably don't want to rock low health everybody and go for yeah. Zod Dragon gets to stay in it. No, I'm sorry, just for like one more round or so. Oh, and that was a lot of poisons. Skeleton Assassin really came in and poisoned everybody. Just what you want your Skeleton Assassin to do, really. All right, what else we got here? Battles. So here's Taug versus Gank. We know Taug makes it to the finals. I always like it when you see Zaku lose. That's pretty fun for me. All right, so he's got a bunch of ranged, and I guess Taug was anticipating that because he stepped in with Serpent of Eld, and that's somebody that's going to go return fire. They have a ton of armor over here, and they went magic. So Taug looked like he really anticipated what this team was going to be, because he's all magic. He's got high health, lots of armor, and looks like he's ready for this kind of this exact kind of match. There's that return fire. Damage is going back. Get some triage, get some heals. Shattered, that's good. 4. The shield brings it down to 2. And then here comes just a little bit of magic attack. Boom, this Venari Wavesmith. That's pretty nice. Nice max level card there. I like seeing these gold foil cards too. A lot of gold foil betas are in here. I like the close range too. That's fun. Yeah, it looks like Taug gets to really just dominate this because there's no magic protection in here. So even with the shields, this Serpent of Eld is, sitting there putting putting their strengths back against them, and the magic attacks just keep coming. So there goes your armor benefits. I mean, this is not quite a flawless victory, but this is getting up there. This is getting close. Got the triage back there, so the Kelp Initiate stays alive. Everybody stays alive. Yeah, this one, Taub really just chewed through their team. I mean, he basically just perfectly predicted what this thing was going to be. Boom, dead. That's a Final Fantasy theme. I think that's Final Fantasy 7. Maybe it's 8. All right, let's keep looking through this. Let's see how finished gank. Got us a little Mylor. Then this looks like, again, another good anticipation of what's happening, because he's going Mylor for melee, and gank is showing all melee cards. So, yeah, it's not that shocking up close and personal. Only melee monsters can be attacked or melee. So getting the thorns, I think, is going to make some kind of difference in this. Oh, the Mylor stomp. Just show me a Mylor stomp. That's what I want to see. Boom! Oh, with the oh, that's such a big hit. That's pretty awesome. But I like seeing the thorns too. Does he get the stun? Oh, he gets the stun. I think that's what happened. That was a lucky hit. Not guaranteed to happen, not guaranteed to miss. All right, no, he's dead. The armor comes back. Oh, the armor doesn't even come back. That was lucky too. Now there's nobody to armor Tog with basically a flawless victory there. I'm not even sure that's... Yeah, there's no healing either. So it's just, can you take a stone golem to the face? And the ooze just can't. That was nicely done. Taug basically called that perfectly. All right, who else do we want to watch? I think we're going to go through all of these. I got a little bit of time left before I just bail out of here. Yeah, the Mavs are talking about how both teams have the flesh golem in there. All right, I like this. I really like this card, the Scale Doctor. And it's like basically one of the most impressive healers of the game, with the triage and the repair. It's pretty tough to fight. We'll cruise through this. What is this rule set? Lost magic. Monsters with magic attack may not be used, so there's no magic. Everybody automatically hits. Healing. Yeah, it's a little bit hard to follow like this. But there's your Onyx. They're now back in power there. A little bit of heals. The Thorns keeps killing everybody. Yeah, it looks like hosting BD can't out heal the damage. It's nice work. Yeah, I don't think it's just the top details. Yeah, it's not the top 7 or top 8. It's top 64. With CBD is like, what the hell? Only the top 7 get it? But no, it's only the top 7 that you can see. You just have to scroll down a bit. Yeah. I guess I can go message him in Discord and let him know that that's not the case. And he's saying, no, it looks fair. Okay, so who else do we have here? So that's Hussein, and then first things first, and Dable. So let's go walk through these matches. I've seen a ton of chances. You know, he's kind of like not that highly valued. This is fun. Lunaki, Mistress. These are two of these that people don't really see. That's Cripple. That's a good one at a time. But I think first things first is going to rip through. That's my guess. This is the Beetle Queen. Like if you want your team to have healing, that's where you're going to get it on the red team. Ton of magic. So fortunately, there's a lot of healing there. Return fire. He doesn't get to do much. Reflect. Beetle Queen might die pretty quick. Here, seeing some magic go. Boom! Oh, Mylar Stomp is huge. 3, 1. And that's the second resurrect. Both have been used now. All right, the armor's gone. Do we get to see the Mylar Stomp? That's what I want to know. He's got a stun. Oh. There's the stun. That's the 8 speed. Now he's dead. The big heal. That's handy. She's about to die. 2. Corneus dies. Return fire. Mylar Stomp. Boom. Dead. Trample. Boom. Dead. Oh, 3 kills. 3 kills with Mylar. Oh, that makes me so happy. Oh. He's just stomping everybody. Oh, that's great. That was great. This is my favorite. I'm telling all the Mavs. That was my favorite match. Favorite match. Oh, that's great. That's what I was dreaming of when I was like helping to design like abilities and just thinking through like what's gonna happen, how do you fight this, what does it look like? That's what I was dreaming of. So you get Jotun versus Jotun. So when you're at these like high levels, you know like I think we've seen a Jotun in just about every single match. Maybe that's a little bit broken. Now there's some similarities, but these aren't totally aligned. Rise of the Commons, Earthquake. So they're not everybody cares about the Earthquake thing. Shiny Champ seems to care more. Oh, yeah. God, that Mylar, the Mylar Stomp, enraged Mylar, friggin' just tearing through your team. That's not what you want to have happen. I don't know what you want to have happen because I'm not the bossy, but I can tell you that's what you don't want to have happen. Now that's a big hit because that's the. Why did he get hit first? Oh, because it's opportunity. Yeah, that was brutal. Way to take out a good portion of the team there. Yeah, JR Vacation looks like he's in a little bit of trouble. Is there a speed difference? Yeah, the speed difference is coming from the Flame Imp and also the Goblin Shaman. So that's why everybody on Shiny Champ's team is going first, as opposed to everybody on JR Vacation's team. And I do actually think that's making a pretty big difference because you're seeing dudes get knocked out before they can even do their like first ability. And now Earthquake comes through. Everybody's going to go take some to the face, and then this will. What else is happening here? And so it looks like JR Vacation is going to get beat up a little bit. Pop, and then the Flame Imp. Flame Imp already attacked. Ooh, dead. 1 damage there, and the blast there. That's pretty big. gets to go? It's a new round. Earthquake kills him. And then a big question is, who goes first? He did. That's 2 damage. All right, so he doesn't get to shoot. So JR Vacation dies. Got a couple more battles to do here. Sorry, getting distracted. Okay, let's go back. Let's see what we have here. All right, this is one of the last rounds of the quarterfinals. First things first, and Dable 22. They're going ranged. Well, no, they just wanted this one tank in this Little League match. He's super popular. You know, I guess the 6 speed and the flying and immune to everything. But I don't think they'll last. I think first thing first is going to have this pretty handedly because he's going to the back line. But we're about to find out. Ooh, to the face. That's a big hit. Maybe I'm wrong. Shows you what I know. Yeah, these blasts are freaking killing it. And being able to go first is kind of a big deal. Does it hit? And it missed. All right. Well, maybe the green team is about to go wreck face. All right, another blast kills everybody there. Yeah, it's now looking like first thing first. It just gets exterminated. Redemption doesn't really do anything. Skeleton was basically useless. And this is, I think, a flawless victory. That's rough, man. Yeah, the repair. Boom, dead. Then this is another one, dead. All right, first thing first, dies. Dable 22 stays in it. All right, battles. We're going to go back here. Oops. And then here, I think is the last of these matches. So they're both rocking Selenia Sky. Nice to see she still get some airtime in here. And I like this. So what are these abilities? Backfire. If an enemy misses his monster with an attack, the attacker takes 2 damage. And swiftness, the speed goes up. I can't just look at this and know what's going to happen here. I guess it's going to be pretty tough to kill Lord Arianthus. That's always sort of true. The poison was good, but there's cleanse on the kelp. Boom. Oh, that was quick work of Lord Arianthus. So I think Dable pulls through on this. Dead. Boom. Yeah, I think they did a slightly better job of doing the concentrated fire. Boom. Melted. Dable 22 melted first things first. All right, so that means Dable's going to be in here. Dable versus Tog and JR Vacation versus Shiny Champ. Nice to see some competition up here in the in how that's working. All right, matches. Let's go look at JR Vacation versus Shiny Champ. No, that's going to bug out. So try that again. So what do we have here? I guess I need some music in the background. I don't know how to pump music into this. And I don't know what music I'm allowed to pump on the like official channel. So I'll have to go work on that. But we're getting to these kind of final matches, so I'm gonna speed these up because I want to get through. There's what, 6 more matches and then the final ones. It's a good stun. You see the spark pixies a lot, and it looks like you really got to be careful with your flame monkey. Like he's just really squish, you know. So if there's any opportunity and there's no armor, your flame monkey just dies. You know, that's sad. Oh, he's getting low. Oh, now he's getting dead. Still dead. Nothing there. Stun. That's a big hit. Boom, boom. Oh, Earthquake takes him out. And that's the end of JR Vacation. Shiny Champ gets the first round. Nice match, Shiny Champ. Battle. So let's go look. Shiny Champ 2. So JR Vacation. So we've seen, I mean, I'm pretty surprised at how much chance is in these super high levels. But I like this. It's like, this is just, nobody is allowed to die match. Armor. Oh, hold on. Nobody has any armor. Armor 2 here. Who's taken away the armor? That's this guy, Scale Doctor. Scale Doctor is taking away the armor. Oh, I guess there's a cleanse though. Cleanse is happening from the True Seeker. There's a lot of funky things. Triage is happening. You get a kill. It looks like Shiny Champ goes down on this one. I'm watching it a little fast to be able to go cycle through what's happening. Fire, return fire. The doctor is doing a lot of healing. I don't know how long this will go around because it doesn't look like there's too much damage, but I think they'll kill the Sentinel in a second from blast or something. Oh, it's a snipe. Yep. So he's taking it to the face, but I think he's also healing it up. Yep, there's that. 2, 4, but there's no blast. Yeah. Ooh. Yeah, you just got to keep rocking this. Yeah, it looks like JR Vacation is going to go do this, pull this off with, essentially, it looks like it's going to be a flawless victory. Yeah. I mean, you got to build a better machine than the other guy. That's what this game is about. Almost just taking it to the face. He can last a long time, especially with heals, but at some point he dies. You just can't infinitely take it to the face. Although I guess people can keep missing him. Fatigue kicks in. With fatigue and heals, then I don't even know what happens. Nobody's hitting him. JR Vacation loses, I'm going to be shocked. This one Almo is enough to do it. Shiny Champ is going to pull this thing off? That's shocking. Oh, whew. JR Vacation barely does it. Barely does it. That's an ugly win. But that was fun. That's back too many. So here's this last match of these. All right, this isn't one of my favorite combos. You do get the Lord of Darkness, which is great. This is kind of like wedged in there. I don't know what Shiny Champ is doing with this. I guess anticipating some ranged or something because of the close fire. But there's basically no ranged here. This thing is all opportunity. Yeah, those are giant hits. Jeez. Boom. But no stun, huh? Doesn't matter. Kills him anyways. Boom. Naga's not going to do much there. Oh, no. Naga gets itself killed. You broke the bear. Mess with the bear. You get the horns. That was funny. Don't do that. Don't do 1 damage to the Lord of Darkness. There's a lot of creatures you can do 1 damage to. The Lord of Darkness is not one of them. Boom to the face. Lord of Darkness. You know, like there's a couple of these that are just like massive hit creatures that are really fun to watch. And the Lord of Darkness to me is one of them. All right, so moving on to Dable and Taug. So we get some 3-mana summoners. This was probably a super low mana match. That's my guess. Or maybe it's a little... I think is it back to basics? What the hell is this? Yeah, back to basics. Right, so now you get the armor. And it's tough to do enough damage to make this worthwhile. Fun to see some of these cards out here that you don't often see. Like this Peaceful Giant. Peaceful Giant is great in this setting. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, an earthquake. Everybody's gonna die. It's gonna be a lot of death here in just a moment. Earthquake. He's dead. Oh, that's a good hit. Want to reflect. All right, I think just getting 1 hit is enough so that the earthquake kills him. And Taug pulls it off. It's an ugly win, but that's a win. Good work, Taug. And then let's see this, the second match. Jotun versus Jotun. I wonder what the rule set is here. Serpent of the Flame is always good to see. This is kind of like a little dinky team by Taug. Yeah, 22. Oh, it's back to basics. Yeah, I like Serpent of the Flame here. Boom, chicken dies. Blast. Boom. Dead. Not quite dead. Miss. Yeah. That miss is brutal. It's such a high speed monster. But Spark Pixies, if you need to find somebody that can do it, it's going to be Spark Pixies. So let's go get this last match in from the semifinal round. Taug pulls it off, but what are we looking at here? We're going to see Selenia Sky. Oh, excuse me. Looks like this is a... Oh, yeah, this is a weird... What are you doing with Rotwell? I guess he was expecting a lot of magic. Expecting magic, and they go ranged. So It's usually not in your favor. I like these blasts. Blasts are doing pretty good. Boom, boom, boom. Redemption. Everybody take it to the face. Redemption. Oh, he got stunned. That's not who you want to see stunned. He's dead. What is the Lich gonna do? I think the Lich just dies. That's a nice team. That did short work. I think the summoner pick there was all wonky. I don't know what he was going for there. I guess he was anticipating magic, and none came. All right, that's it for the semi-final. Let's go check out this last one. So JR Vacation versus Taug. Get a little matchup in here. Oops, gotta refresh this. And I think this is going to be a little bit sad because I think we see a flea. Oh, look at that. That is an expensive card, Taug. And what's this? That's alpha. Look at that. These are some nice alphas back there. I didn't even notice. You know, sometimes we talk about the lineup. I can't even tell you what that is off the top of my head. But that's an expensive lineup. It's fun seeing the Enrage. I don't know what the Brownie's doing up front. 0 damage because she's got the Divine Shield. Ow. He's going to take that to the face. All right, one more for the Vulture. And then it's going to be the end of the Brownie. He's toast. And what am I seeing here? Oh, the double snipe is looking good. With the Child of the Forest and the Spirit of the Forest working in combo together. Looks like Taug might be in trouble for that. Turn fire. Boom, boom, boom. Bam! That's a big hit for the opportunity from the Vulture. Backfire comes back. You know, the Vulture did a surprisingly large amount of damage. Return fire, Vulture. JR Vacation takes down Taug in match 1. All right, let's go look at match 2. See what happened here. So it's ranged versus anti-range. So I would have just started assuming that these guys are in a good spot. I actually don't really understand why he did this though, because it only, I guess it kind of impacts some of these guys. Chain Golem. There's a bunch of voids. I like the poison up here. Oh, and the equalizer. Everybody's got a ton of health. I'm just going to go ahead and make this one go a little bit faster. Tons of abilities go down on this. There's going to be a lot of thorns, a lot of return fire. Lear brought the return fire to everybody. Every attack is going to get bounced back. Here, have fun with this. Oh, let's go reflect that. You can have some, and you can have some. Shadow takes care of the armor, and I don't see a cleanse, so it looks like the armor is gone. But I don't see a lot of damage from JR Vacation. So if I had to guess what ends up happening, it's JR Vacation slowly dies and doesn't really have anything to replace the damage. I guess it's good to see that Lord A is still alive and kicking. Some good heals, but there's only one heal. So the one heal on Lord A, I don't think is enough to keep it alive. Yeah, the Albatross gets a little bit too. Yeah, I think we're gonna chew through Lord A in this round, and then the Taug team, which is all gold foil. I mean, that's a nice deck. Just and those are high level, right? That's a max level Crustacean King Alpha Gold. That's an expensive card. I'm not even sure I own that. That's a sexy little beast of a card. Way to flex on this win. I wonder if his Selenium Sky is gold either. Pop, pop, pop. Yeah. Yep. And the mermaid has cleansed, so that poison isn't going to stick around. Boom. The shield, the thorns. Looks like Nostradamus is coming down. Little piece by piece. Can't really make it. Ding, ding, ding. Yeah, I'm not sure that Tog loses anybody during this. I think they just takes a sec to kind of go through it. Pop, pop. And there's a bunch of stuns that are on the Cyclops. Miss. One return fire. Down to 3. That's the hit. That's the kill. All right, now there's no shield. There's no magic reflect. You're just gonna, I think you just end up taking this to the face. Yeah, there's like chain golem to the face. I don't know how your mermaid face handles this, but I'm betting poorly. Boom, dead. This guy isn't gonna last much longer. Oh, 6. The double hit from the oppressibility against the albatross. Albatross is toast. Dead. Another one, 6. Now he can't fight. I mean, that was, look, he built a nice system, but Tog built a better one. I don't know how else to say that, because that's a flawless victory. I mean, there's a little bit of damage, so I wouldn't call that like a perfect ace, but especially in like a final, like I don't know, there's not a lot of better ways to do that. Oh, it's completed. So let's go back into the last couple battles here. And that's the flea from JR Vacation. So it's 1 and 1, and then a flea. And I guess this is, and then the heads up with Lamacron, or Llama Fleshy. There's your chicken versus no chicken, so it's not a draw. And then I think this is just coin flip as to who wins. Doink, doink, doink. All right, chicken dies. Last stand hits. Boom. Heal. Boom. Yeah, and then we gotta go take this to the end when we gotta get it. I need like jump to round 20 as a button. This is your finals match, people. Llama Golem for the win. Another 2 in a row. 6, boom. 6 heal. They're both at the 14. Back up to the 20. 20. Yeah, it's like a little bit of this like weird, order matters. I don't think they get to go out of order. But starting at round 20, people are going to start taking damage. Healed, damage, healed, 8, healed, fatigue, hit, heal, damage, fatigue. Now why is it, the gold one seems to, oh, I guess it's not always going first. That's good. They're both at 8, they're both at 4, the next one attack wins, and that was Taug. There you go, round 24, Victor, not a mirror match. So there you go, 2,500 SPS in prizes. So Taug just won $1,250-ish. You can just divide these numbers by 2 to see what they won. But, $1,250 for an hour or 2 of playing is pretty darn good. So that's like a termie money, So, but you didn't have to go spend like 3 or 4 years in school and didn't have to spend 180 grand. You just had to buy some cards and fight a battle. So I don't know. Congratulations to the victors, and thanks for participating. And that is our stream for today. Welcome to Splinterlands. Thanks for playing, and you guys should join us. We're at splinterlands.com. You can join us as a community at discord.splinterlands.com. We're on Twitter as Splinterlands and in Telegram as Splinterlands HQ. Thanks for being here, everybody, and we'll catch you in the